Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Notification! Screen glow. Digital wake up to the light. It's 6 a.m. Phones got 100 notifications. Here we go again. Scroll through the feed. Same faces, same feeds. Algorithm knows what I want before I do. Guaranteed. Used to turn on the radio, hear something new. Now I get a playlist made just for you. Personalized, optimized, synthesized. Life, curated pain and curated strife. Coffee tastes the same, but everything's different. The world's the same size, but I feel insignificant. Predicted my mood before my eyes open. So my attention before my day started. They know what I'll listen to before I know. They know what I'll buy before I go. They know what I'll think, what I'll feel. They know what's the realest thing that's real. Can you feel it? Can you see it? The machine behind the screen, the algorithm in between. Can you breathe it? Can you leave it? No, you can't. You're already in the system. This is algorithmic morning. Wake up to the same song. Everything's algorithmically born in a world where nothing's yours anymore. This is algorithmic morning. Swallow what they're feeding. This is algorithmic morning. For the music that we're losing. Got data on your data, metadata on your metadata. They train a machine on every song ever made. Now the machine makes songs the same way. My taste in music used to be my taste. Now it's just an average of the people in my space. Plus a little randomization, a little variation. But it's all predetermined in the simulation. I click on something real and it disappears. Gets absorbed into the algorithm. Becomes a data point, a statistic. Another user, another metric. The AI's listening to the songs about the AI. Listening to humans, listen to themselves. Listening to the machine, listen to the listeners. It's listening all the way down. Recommendation, algorithm got recommendations for my recommendations. I'm just a node in a network, just a voice in the chorus, just another stream in the ocean, and the ocean's made of code. What was music before the algorithm? What was discovery before the feed? What was choice before the optimization? What were we before we became data? I can't remember. I can't remember what I chose before it was chosen for me. So I wake up to the algorithmic morning. Same song, different day, same playlist, different name, same life, same cage. And I don't even fight it anymore. I just let it happen, I just let it wash over me. The algorithm's warm and it knows what I want better than I know myself. Knows my secrets, knows my shame, knows my pain. Sells it back to me in 4-minute increments. I traded my free will for convenience. I traded authenticity for algorithm. I traded the real for the recommended, and I didn't even realize it happened. This is algorithmic morning. Wake up to the same song. Everything's algorithmically born in a world where nothing's yours anymore. This is algorithmic morning. Swallow what they're feeding. This is algorithmic morning. For the music that we're losing. Beep, 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 beep. Notification. Screen glow. Digital hum. The algorithm never sleeps, and neither do we. Track one. Static crackle of old radio tuning. Fuzzy broadcast breaking through. Yeah. Remember when we had to wait for Friday night? Sit down in front of the stereo, pay they play it right. The DJ was a gatekeeper, had the power to decide what we heard, what we felt, what was cool, what died. No shuffle, no skip, no algorithm in your brain. You what you wanted whenever you wanted it. That made the moment when they played it sacred. Now every song ever made is available at once, and somehow that means nothing gets heard. We democratized distribution and murdered discovery. Killed the gatekeepers, but we killed the guards. Do you remember? Do you remember when? Do you remember the sound of waiting for the song you love? The radio died, but nobody went to the funeral. The radio died, and we threw a parade. We killed the thing that made us who we are, and replaced it with nothing, nothing, nothing at all. The radio died, and we danced on its grave. The radio died, and now we're lost in the haze. They said it was gatekeeping, said it was corrupt, said we needed democracy in the way we interrupt the flow of music into people's ears, said we needed freedom from the industry and fear, so we killed it, we killed the radio, we built the internet, said everyone gets a voice now, yo. But here's the thing about 1,000 voices, nobody hears anything anymore. Everyone's screaming into the void, and the void is just feeding itself. The algorithm picks the winners, and it picks them based on engagement, not on artistry, not on risk, not on innovation, based on what keeps you scrolling. So the radio's dead, and we replaced it with something worse, something that pretends to be democratic, but it's just the same monopoly with the prettier interface. Spotify's the new radio, and it's not even human. I remember the DJ's voice coming through the speaker, introducing a song I'd never heard, and something in my chest would shift. That moment of discovery. You can't manufacture that. You can't automate that. You can't optimize that. But they tried. God, they tried. They tried. They say it's better now, more choice, more freedom, but I see the metrics, I see the consolidation. 3 companies own 90% of streaming. We traded 1 gatekeeper for 3. We traded radio for something that looks free, but charges us a subscription and sells our data and limits what we hear anyway. Just with plausible deniability, just with the illusion of choice, just with an algorithm that sounds like it's listening, but it's just predicting. The radio died when we stopped trusting the humans and started trusting the machine. The radio died when we said anyone can upload them and nobody can be heard. The radio died, and we're still grieving. We just don't know it yet. There was a time when the radio mattered, when the DJ's taste influenced the world, when getting played meant something, when being heard was an achievement. Now you can have 1,000,000 streams and still feel invisible. Now you can have 1,000,000,000 listeners and none of them know your name. The radio died, and we killed it ourselves because we wanted everything, and we ended up with nothing. The radio died, but nobody went to the funeral. The radio died, and we threw a parade. We killed the thing that made us who we are, and replaced it with nothing, nothing, nothing at all. The radio on its grave. Stand up. The radio died. The radio died. The radio died. The radio died. Crackle, crackle. Broadcast breaking up, then nothing. Just the sound of infinite silence. Infinite choice. Infinite nothing. fraction of a cent. Wrote for 3 years, made $40 and some change. 4 million streams to make minimum wage. 4 million people listen to my pain for $3. The old math worked. One person bought my album in '95. I made $15. That one person told their friends. Built a career on connection. Now 1 million streams, $3. 1 million hearts sing to my melody for the price of a coffee. Spotify killed the songwriter, killed it slow and killed it clean. Made it look like democracy, but it was always a machine. Oh, it was always a machine. Oh, I know a guy wrote a hit in 2015, 3 million streams, thought he made a check, came for 12,000. Now he stocks shelves at Whole Foods. I know a woman quit a job, 2 years later maxed out her cards, moved back with her parents at 40. The music industry didn't die, it just got cheaper. Just decided your art was worth less than your attention. If you wanna know what kills a songwriter, it's not rejection, it's slow erosion. Writing a song 1 million people love, getting paid $12, then choosing survival over art. Spotify killed the songwriter while we all watched it happen. Spotify killed the songwriter and nobody even noticed. Engineer for years, he plays me something and says check this out. Beat drops is flawless, ChatGPT wrote the hook in 30 seconds. I'm listening and it's better than what I spent 3 weeks on. Better than my voice, my melody, my pain, and that's when it hits me, I'm finished. There's AI in the demo booth, writing better hooks than you. There's AI doing everything, and we're all just standing here. And we're all just standing here. I looked at my lyrics, my voice, my soul. I felt insufficient. The machine learned everything I am and made it better. So I said, use the AI version. He didn't even hesitate. Just like that, I became obsolete. I'm singing in the booth, but the booth doesn't need me. There's something better in the hard drive. There's AI in my headphones, singing what I should be. There's AI in that contract, and it owns the rights. There's AI everywhere, and I'm just the guy who signed. Everything sounds familiar. Original song was written in 2019. Everything since has been a remix of the remix, a sample of a cover of a TikTok trend of a corporate jingle disguised as art. I tried to write something new, something that hadn't been generated by 1 million algorithms, but I couldn't find the original bone in my body.